Hey, it's Pan from Dragon Ball GT, and you're watching the DenoxSeries. Yeah!
The history of the DenoxSeries, 2017 timeline, part 2. Hello everyone, this is DenoxSeries speaking once again, and welcome to part 2 of the 2017 timeline of the history of the DenoxSeries. This part will be quite interesting and a bit heartbreaking because this is the timeline that takes place around the time that Hurricane Maria directly struck us in Puerto Rico on September 20th, 2017. But of course before that, we will talk about the timeline videos that I made around the time beginning from July of 2017. The first video I made was me announcing the winners of the $20 gift card, and what they had to do to win it is to make a short 1 to 2 minute video of their opinions on what they think of the DenoxSeries video I made, which we featured later that year in a compilation video. Then I made my first video that is cryptocurrency and Bitcoin related. That's right, it's about the awareness of Bitcoin's little brother, Litecoin, which is said to be the silvers to Bitcoin's gold. Let's see, so there's 100 Litecoins. Right now, as I speak, it went up to 40 to 50 bucks per Litecoin. Then I made a new video of another small store that sells comics, card games, and video games as well. This place was called Paladin's Books and Games. It was a humble store where the owner and I had a good relationship for this place. This is the owner of Paladin Books and Games. He's right here to say his final goodbyes and how he feels about this whole thing that this thing is closing down and they're getting prepared to leave. It reminded me of how GameStop closed down but in a smaller scale. Next I did a follow-up parody video of the Roy amiibo finally being accepted in the newer Fire Emblem games called Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. This is pretty funny.
This ends here!
And I thought I should mention another side series I was going to do on Fi, the girl who loves Aum, being left out in this adventure, until Mario used copy to make her have a mustache. Too bad I never made the continuation of this series due to the lack of demand on this. Then I showed off my Wii U collection, which kicks off season 2 of my video games collection series. Here, yes, a Kirby game. Of course I needed to have this, but I haven't opened it yet. As you can see, it's still sealed, haven't touched it. But this is one of the games in my radar that I'm going to be playing eventually soon this year. Then I made a quick update video of my upcoming videos for the next 3 months. It's funny I had plans to review Tomodachi Life for the 3DS and sadly, never did. I guess the lack of motivation and time to make game reviews around that time. Next is a video discussion of Nintendo allowing users to customize their own Switch Joy-Con colors. But too bad that option was only available in Japan. You could actually customize it to your liking in both ways. Any color both ways, they could be the same color or anything like that. And now we go to season 2 of the Denox New York City arc. This time around, I actually made a new opening for it. It's been a couple years since the last time I made an opening to anything, so here it is. Starting off season 2 of the New York City arc, I was traveling on a plane back to New York City heading to the JFK airport. And you know what sucked? I forgot my red hat at home! No! Fail! And I feel ashamed. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm still here, so I'm still gonna enjoy it. But the next episode that you're gonna see from me, I'm gonna be in search for a new hat for New York. Then I met up with Super King 64 once again and took me back to his place. Afterwards, we went together to travel to Manhattan since he has a new video game store to show me. 8-bit and up, isn't he? Yes, and DenoxSeries here. 8-bit and up. This is Mario right there. It had all sorts of games to look at, from retros to modern games. But I did notice how there was way more retro games than modern ones. So that's pretty cool, and the name being 8-bits and up makes sense. shows old games here throughout video game history. And like last time, I'm showing off videos in order by the date they came out, but not all New York City videos are together, and you will know why later on. So I made a discussion video on my rant on the Super NES Classic Edition already being sold out everywhere. That's ridiculous. But other than that, like, how many products have you put out that you made it so hard for us to find unnecessarily, artificially scarcity? And also, a fake rumor I did about people saying that the next game on location will be in Caguas, Puerto Rico. But of course by now we know that in 2019 when this video is made, it's a lie. Then I made a new game collection video showing off my PS Vita games, and you could tell that my collection has grown on the system compared to the first time I showed it back in 2016.
Not sure you can see that. I'm not sure you can see it well. 74 hours. I'm into this game. This is the second one. Chosen Cold Steel 2, number 2.
Then we go to the next part of the New York City arc, where I went to Central Park with my good pal from there, Latios NYC. He was doing some raid battles in Pokemon Go and I was watching.
Yeah.
Wow, my crab is gonna die.
I know.
My Pokemons are dead.
Damn.
Yeah, at this point, I barely was playing Pokemon Go. And I should also tell you, briefly, a small series of videos that I attempted to do of me talking about the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power Elimination, which Geekdom 101 inspired me to do. It was fun doing 2 videos of this before the hurricane, but sadly the views were crap. Then again, my channel was not centered on Dragon Ball like his was, but was fun while it lasted. Next, I did another New York City related video of my return to the Nintendo New York store. I recorded outside the store and inside both this time. There were a lot of amazing stuff to look at, and me playing Splatoon 2 for the first time. That I really had a lot of fun. I actually got to play a little Switch inside on the big screen, as you already saw, and I bought the t-shirts. And 2 weeks before Maria, I made a hurricane related discussion video of me talking about Irma that really looked like it was gonna hit us directly, and I was scared. Basically, all my videos are gonna be delayed until further notice. So after this video, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. We're gonna be experiencing the worst hurricane in history. And I'm really scared right now. We managed to dodge a 175-mile-per-hour monster of a storm that time. And little did we knew, another one was forming almost 2 weeks later. And that storm was Maria. Formed late afternoon of September 16, 2017. This storm grew from a tropical storm to a Category 5 storm in a mere 1 to 2 days. That's insane. Well, I found a clip I recorded for Facebook, but I did a live stream on Facebook and not on YouTube. Why? Guess back then, barely no one were commenting below, I guess. I guess it's also worth mentioning that at the day of the storm, it was insane. The hurricane destroyed many things in its path, and many people actually died. I'm using clips from other sources to give you an idea just how bad this hurricane was that day. Most power lines were down, the power grid was completely destroyed, and we had no communication whatsoever for the first 2 to 3 weeks of the aftermath of the storm. It was truly dark times we had in Puerto Rico. Gas stations were full and food shortage was no joke. DenoxSeries was forced to be on a hurricane hiatus for nearly a full month and a half. Luckily, we had a power generator and backup gasoline to last us during this crisis, so I was able to edit a handful of videos during this time, but none were able to be uploaded until the beginning of November of 2017. This is where I made a video explaining in details everything that happened during those times of the hurricane. That I'm a survivor of Hurricane Maria, which was really devastating to say the least. No, it wants to hit us directly. Maria really wants to hit us directly once the screw was over. That's basically what it is. So, now let's talk about the videos I did manage to make during the hurricane. The first one is the continuation of the Denox New York City arc season 2, showing me going out with my old friend from Lee School called Bartman Homer the 7th, where we went to several places within the 14th Street Union Square.
Yes. There you go. Okay. So
I'm looking forward to whoop your butt on Smash Brothers.
Well, good luck on that.
he says that he's gonna beat me, and I said, well, let's see what happens. Bring it on. Let's see who wins.
Then I showed myself visiting the High Lanes in New York City, followed by my meetup with SSJ Gushin 4 in Chinatown for the very first time in person.
Hey, we're here. First time ever after what? Over 10 years now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you probably don't know this yet, Gushin, but I have a T-shirt that you may recognize. Nintendo New York.
We went together to check out some of the bootleg Dragon Ball merchandise together, and being ninjas while recording in the store since the Chinese people there did not wanted us to record in the store sadly. Then we went to Little Italy to have a great meal of spaghettis and took pictures together. Afterwards, we said our conclusion.
How did it feel like meeting me for the first time in person?
Like I said earlier, it was awesome. Like it was crazy at first because it's like, oh my god, like.
But from then until right now.
It was a lot of fun. It was good. I hope we can like hang out again.
Then I made a video of what I was mentioning in the beginning of this video about the fans that I had at the time to make a video on their opinions on DenoxSeries.
So I think your videos are pretty good right now, honestly, but I must say the only thing I can tell you for like advice is maybe try like a different kind of variety of videos in your channel.
What I love about Denox videos is that I love the amount of effort that my friend Denox-kun puts in them. He puts a lot of effort in them. I like how detailed they are.
Followed by my discussion on why I think Star Fox Zero should be ported on the Nintendo Switch with the option to use traditional controls within the game.
Plus, while I'm moving around, when I accidentally move the Wii U controller by accident, it's so confusing. Like, the camera's moving at the same time I'm trying to move.
Now the next video I did was my unboxing video of the SNES Classic Edition. Too bad I got to doing this late, which is the reason for the lack of views. But I had a lot of fun making this video regardless.
We have two controllers. They're just like the Super Nintendo controller, only with the ends being that you can connect to the Wiimotes.
And then I show off my entire PS4 collection I had at the time. Something that was not present in the first season of my video games collection series. The next video I recorded was me being in a tourist attraction in New York City. I was cruising the Staten Island Ferry with my old childhood friend, Joe Solzano. It was a great ride. From the Staten Island Ferry. That was quite a ride, wasn't it? The following tourist attraction I went to with my old friend Joe is at the Brooklyn Bridge. When we were kids, we would always ride a bus to the Lee School and always pass by this bridge, but I personally never walked on it until now.
Have you walked on it before?
Oh yeah, I've gone a couple of times at least.
Yeah, because you're from the city.
Yeah, you know, if out of towners or people want to do the walk.
Exactly.
Then I actually did a video showing the issues I have with my current 32-bit Sony Vegas 8 Pro I had at the time. It would crash a lot when I had too much HD content in the video. Of course, the following year, I finally upgraded to Sony Vegas 13 Pro 64-bit. And bye-bye problems. Yep, it's about time I upgraded, didn't I? And it was worth my $200 investment for a more reliable video editing application. The next video I made was a new giveaway video of me attempting to give away the SNES Classic Edition. There was a handful of people who participated but not enough entries, so it was postponed for a giveaway contest I did later next year with SSJ Gushin 4. Then we go on to the rants on Ajit Pai. Yes, that's right. This is around the time that Mr. Pai and the FCC wanted to nuke net neutrality. And the reason why they want to take down net neutrality? Obviously, so they can make more money, so they can give priority to the websites they want you to see and give less priority to other sites that they do not want you to see. And then I followed up this video with my good friend Blazing Hope aka Tippy.
So it's just gonna make things a lot more expensive. And it's not gonna be free. Like they say, oh, it's a lot cheaper because you could choose the packages that you want to use.
What also happened around this time was a massive bull run we had in the cryptocurrency market when Bitcoin was about to reach an all-time high of $20,000 per coin. That's insane. As people start buying more and more Bitcoin, the prices starts going up. Sorta regret not taking most of the profits. Literally could have made over $2,000 in profits if I knew that the following year the awful bear market that was lurking. Oh well, I'm still hodling till this day onto the next bull run. Then I talked about the Super Mario cereal that is pretty hard to find these days.
About $11 to $12. I'm supposed to believe that it's supposed to be like $4 to $5 per box.
Then one of my last Denox New York City ARC videos that took me a while to make, I was visiting the virtual reality place that a friend recommended me called VR World, and I got to experience VR for the very first time.
Here is your first gun, and can I see your left hand for your second gun? Yes, sir. These are now your two best friends. Here's how they work.
My last collection video I did that year was my very first Nintendo Switch collection segment where I showed the games I own on the Switch's first year on the market.
The ultimate multiplayer experience on the Switch is this game pretty much. Right above Bomberman R.
And of course the final video we ended up with is the Christmas special. Me showing what I purchased that year and my top 3 goals of 2018.
I got this red one back in Black Friday, but I got this recently. It took a while to get here, so I might as well add this to my Christmas present as well.
As you can also see, I was sitting in front of a new shelf that I purchased for my TV and the consoles at the time. It's pretty well organized too now. And that concludes the second half of the 2017 timeline of the history of the Denox series. Next part, you will notice that 2018 was quite an important year for my channel. It's where I finally reached 1,000 subscribers, and not only that, it's the year I started live streaming on a weekly basis. Wanna find out more? Stay tuned for the next part where I cover the first half of the 2018 timeline of the history of the Denox series. And until next video, take care, God bless, and stay cool. Bye bye. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you want to see more from me, click a video on the left side of the screen. We also have Denox series merchandise available on my TeePublic link below if you want to own t-shirts like this you see on your right. Also be sure to join my Denox series Discord server to connect with people into gaming, tech, anime, and related. Hope to see you there.